different genres like dystopia, coming of age, road movie, movies, genres that do not accept elderly people. And in this movie, I start with a very simple question: why not?
This is wonderful. I'm very excited today to be speaking with Gabriel Mascaro, the director of The Blue Trail, which is just a beautiful film. Gabriel, thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate this.
Thank you very, thank it's very kind from you.
Well, it is. It's such a lovely film, and it's funny because it's sort of set in this, well, it's not a future world, but I mean this side world, if you will. I don't know, this where we see the elderly being sent to a specific home or set at a certain age, and but it feels so honest and grounded at the same time. Where did this film come from?
Yeah, that's true. It's a movie that not necessarily um, grounded on reality. It's like there's kind of displacement of space and time. And it's not past, it's not future, it's not present also, but there is this feeling that could be real, could be now. That's intriguing because it make us it have more, make us really connected to the movie in a different way. The movie, it was inspired about my grandmother because when she was 8 years old, my grandpa passed away, and she started painting when she was like 80. And for me, it was very inspiring because there is this feeling that uh, when you are old, we are not like looking for something new, no. So instead of that, my grandmother really was excited to achieve something new for her life, and it inspired me. So I said to myself, I want to make a movie about this feeling, about that. And it was very curious because when I started researching about movies, about reference, like I couldn't find a lot of movies about elderly protagonists. When you have movies about elderly protagonists in general, the conflicts are around the death, about some terminal illness, or some about some friend that are dying, or the movies are in general about nostalgia, about past, about something great that they have achieved in the early adult's life or in their adolescent's life. So they are like nostalgia about something that has gone. And I really wanted to make a movie about the present of this woman that deserve and desire new things for her life, learn that it's time to dream, and yes, that's the starting point of this movie.
I love that aspect of it. Like there's such a sense of life within. Forgive me, the main character's name. Um, I can't remember what is
Teresa,
her.
yes.
Teresa.
Teresa.
Um, Teresa. She. There's so much life in her. I love that. But why is it that you think, that we haven't had a lot of films like this? Like you said, we tend to focus on the end of life when we're having films of people in the older generation. Why do you think that is? Why do we not have more films that are just like this?
Yeah, I came across like a sad perception because when I started to think about genres in cinema, they are like a very powerful creative tool for creators to dive into genres, no? But when we search about coming of age, it's a genre that do not accept elderly bodies. There is not a lot of coming of age about someone the late age, like learning something new tool for her life, or like the rite of passage of elderly people are to die. So I as a society, a society and the tradition of storytelling creates a lot of cage that somehow for some creators really helps uh, the storytelling, but also can be a very dangerous cage because we 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 normalize the idea that elderly people are not allowed to be rebelling against the system. Rebellion is only associated to youngs, or it's not, so that's why the movie is so playful in somehow, and the movie used this kind of sound palette, sound ideas that are very like circles, almost like a playful movie that blends different genres like dystopia, coming of age, road movies, genres that do not accept elderly people. And in this movie, I start with a very simple question: why not? No, why not? The elderly people are can uh, experience something new in the late 80s.
I absolutely love that. I mean, Teresa, her journey, just there are things I want to do. I just want to fly in a plane, and it's just that starts off this incredible journey. Um, and I think you're absolutely right. When we think of coming of age, we think of people who are maybe usually in their teens, maybe in their late 20s or 30s when they're getting their life together. But that's very much what we see in this story is, not age is a bad thing, but trying to defy age and prove that there is still life, life to be lived at the age of 77. And I think that's such a beautiful thing.
Yes, for me it was very inspiring. Also, as an gender reflection because it's an old, late woman rediscovering her life, and yeah, I'm not sure in Canada, but in Brazil, the net of caring of a old late woman are normally associated to other friends because the husbands in general, they are not uh, connected to the caring ideas. So you can see a lot of old lady women connected with her friends because there is the heart of the the caring net. So that was, for me, it was very important to allow the character to learn from the other characters in the movie, but in the end, when she met someone even older than her, she'll feel comfortable to start experiencing life, experiencing new thought, experiencing rebellion, experiencing transgression, experiencing psychotropics. Why not? The blue draw snail.
Yeah. Oh, and she's so wonderful. The actress's name is that Denise
Denise Weinberg, yes.
Weinberg. So what was it about her? Because she's so good in this role. What was about her that you knew you'd found your Teresa?
Yeah, that's a curious question because when I'm writing, I don't think about actors and actresses because I never know if I'll be able to have to match the schedule or to pay the fee. So I not think about that. So I write very free, blah blah blah. But for this movie was quite curious because the first generation of Brazilian actresses from the mainstream TV industry in Brazil, they were very pressured to make procedures in the face to hide the age. So I had a lot of difficulties and issues to find a great actress that would be were proud of their aging and would like have their wrinkles like real wrinkles. For us was very important. So I had to move the research into the theater world. So I could find this amazing actress. She's an actress from. She works a lot in different plays. She's for the theater, and she was really amazing. I was really happy about to having her on board, and I could find the other actress in Cuba, in Havana, Miriam Socarrás. The actress that plays Roberta, and she came from Havana, and she really learned how to drive the big boat in the middle of the Amazon rivers. It was such a beautiful.
Really? Wow. Talk about learning new things.
Yeah, yes, actually, the story was about the same subject the two actresses was really facing. For her, it was such a privilege to have a storytelling that are really considering aging as something that can be powerful, can be life changing, can a point to the nail, and so we had this real feeling in the bright of her eyes, because it was something really strong for her to make a movie to allow this character being pulsating from head their bodies, you know.
Absolutely. I mean, and like I said, there's so much life in these characters and in this world. It's just you just fall in love with Teresa so quickly. She's just such a wonderful character. Um,
Yeah.
uh, Gabrielle, the Blue Trail is such a wonderful film, and I would just love to know, just as we start to wrap up, what you hope people take away from it.
For me, it's a very sincere movie, very universal, and it's been so special to see how something really local from like the Amazon, the deep Amazon forest, from the Amazon rivers, can be very like universal, and also to be able to share this amazing character that inspire audience about freedom, but a body that are not usually associated to freedom. So it's been so special to see in the cinema met, old mature audience watching the movie, and being confronted about the same age, and inspired them like freedom, or also when you see young people in the cinema being inspired about freedom, but from an older character of old female. So it's been also very beautiful, and the movie has been screened in a lot of different countries, and released, and it was so beautiful to see the cinema really being connected to normal audience everywhere.
Honestly, I can't wait for people to be able to see it. And I think, is it in theaters here in Canada on April 3rd, I believe?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. So
I really hope people get a chance to get out and see it because it's just so much fun and it's just such a beautiful piece. Thank you so much
thank you,
for the chance to chat with you about it. I really appreciate it.
thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye bye.